The internet didn't see this one coming. Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing queen, just dropped a bombshell that shook the entire hip-hop world. With cameras rolling and fans watching in disbelief, she confirmed what had only been whispered in rumors. She's dating none other than Papoose. The revelation sent shockwaves through the culture, but what really set the internet on fire was Remy Ma's reaction. She didn't stay silent. She didn't play it cool. She snapped back in real time, her words laced with pain, fury, and betrayal. And just like that, a private love triangle became a public war. The news broke like lightning across the internet, sparking chaos in the worlds of both sports and hip-hop. Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champion, known for her dominance in the ring and unapologetic confidence outside of it, had just made a revelation that nobody saw coming. For months, whispers had floated through gossip blogs and fan forums, hinting at a secret connection between Claressa and Papoose. But no one dared to believe it. Papoose, after all, was widely seen as the ultimate hip-hop husband, a man celebrated for his unwavering loyalty to his wife, Remy Ma. And yet, with one bold confirmation, Claressa Shields turned rumor into reality, standing in front of cameras during what was supposed to be a standard press conference about her next fight. She didn't dodge the question when it came. A reporter asked bluntly about her alleged relationship with Papoose. Most celebrities would have danced around the subject, offering vague denials or changing the topic. But not Claressa. With a steady voice and a piercing gaze, she said the words that would ignite an inferno. "Yes, it's true. Me and Papoose are together." The room froze. Reporters looked at each other, jaws dropped, pens paused mid-scribble. Cameras zoomed in, catching every flicker of her expression. She wasn't smirking, she wasn't hesitant. She was firm, unshaken, and unapologetic. Claressa Shields, the GWOAT greatest woman of all time, wasn't hiding anymore. She had spoken her truth, and with those few words, she detonated a cultural bomb. Within seconds, the clip went viral. Social media exploded with disbelief. Twitter feeds lit up with all caps reactions. Claressa said, "What? Not Papoose stepping out on Remy Ma." Memes flew faster than punches in one of Claressa's fights. Screenshots of her statements spread across Instagram and Facebook, paired with shocked emojis and endless commentary. But the internet's reaction was only the beginning. The real storm came when Remy Ma, Papoose's wife of over a decade, caught wind of the revelation. Remy, known for her fiery personality and razor-sharp words, wasn't about to sit quietly while her name was dragged into the headlines. Just hours after Claressa's confirmation hit the airwaves, Remy went live on Instagram, her face a mask of anger and betrayal. The comments section flooded instantly, tens of thousands tuning in, desperate to hear her side. Her voice was steady at first, but the hurt in her tone was unmistakable. "Y'all really out here believing this nonsense? Claressa out here running her mouth talking about she with my husband. My husband." She shook her head, disbelief etched into every line of her face. "Papoose is my man. He's been my man. Ain't no woman, boxer or otherwise, gone come between me and mine." Her words cut like knives, but her fury only fueled the fire. Fans clipped her live in real time, reposting every sentence, every glare, every shake of her head. Some rallied behind her, calling Claressa's revelation a disrespectful publicity stunt. Others questioned whether Remy's denial was fueled by pain rather than confidence. Meanwhile, Papoose stayed silent. His absence from the conversation only made things worse. To the public, his silence felt like confirmation, like guilt. If Claressa was lying, wouldn't he have said something by now? If Remy was right, why wasn't he defending her? The unanswered questions only added gasoline to an already raging fire. Inside her live, Remy's emotions began to boil over. "I held that man down when he was locked up. I gave him loyalty, I gave him love, I gave him everything. And now somebody think they'd gone take him from me. Nah, that ain't happening." Her voice cracked just slightly, and the internet seized on it. Was this the sound of a woman betrayed? Or was it the sound of a fighter refusing to let her marriage slip away? Claressa, on the other hand, doubled down. Hours later, she posted on Twitter, "I said what I said. I don't need clout. I don't need fame. I've always kept it real, and I'm not about to start lying now. Papoose is my man. Period." The tweet set off another wave of chaos. Fans split down the middle, some praising her bravery for speaking her truth, others dragging her for disrespecting Remy Ma so publicly. Hip-hop blogs had a field day. Headlines screamed betrayal, love triangles, and messy drama. YouTubers posted reaction videos dissecting every angle, every word, every facial expression. Podcasts debated whether Claressa had crossed the line or whether Remy was in denial. And in the middle of it all, Papoose's silence grew louder by the hour. For scrappy fans, the whole mess felt like dossier vu, reminder of how quickly public perception can shift when rumors of infidelity take center stage. But this wasn't just any rapper or reality star. This was Papoose, the man who had been held up as the gold standard of loyalty, the rare hip-hop husband who stayed faithful, stood by his woman through prison, and proudly rapped about love. If the rumors were true, it wasn't just a betrayal of Remy, it was a betrayal of the very image he had spent years building. Meanwhile, Claressa Shields carried herself like a fighter in and out of the ring. She knew the backlash would be brutal, but she didn't back down. In interviews following her revelation, she spoke with conviction. "I know people gon' hate me, but I ain't lying. I've never lied to y'all. Papoose is a good man, and he chose me. That's all I'm gonna say." The tension between the two women, one a rap legend, the other a boxing champion, turned into an explosive face-off without a single punch being thrown. Fans on Twitter dubbed it the Battle of Queens. A collision of two powerful women fighting over one man who refused to speak. But the silence couldn't last forever. Behind the scenes, industry insiders whispered about Papoose being torn in two directions. Remy, his longtime partner and wife, versus Claressa, the woman boldly claiming him in public. The whispers only made things worse, suggesting that maybe, just maybe, though maybe, there was truth on both sides. By the end of the first 24 hours, the situation had spiraled beyond control. Remy's live had racked up millions of views. Claressa's confirmation was being replayed on every gossip channel, and Papoose's name was trending worldwide. What began as a shocking confession was rapidly turning into one of the messiest love triangles hip-hop had ever seen. And for the fans watching, one question burned hotter than all the rest. If Claressa Shields was telling the truth, what did that mean for Remy Ma, the woman who had fought harder than anyone to build a life with Papoose? The fallout from Claressa Shields' bombshell confession didn't slow down, it intensified with every passing hour. What started as a press conference soundbite had transformed into a cultural earthquake. Blogs ran with it, podcasts dissected it, and entire Twitter spaces opened up just to debate the drama. One camp believed Claressa wholeheartedly, praising her for speaking her truth and refusing to hide in the shadows. The other stood firmly with Remy Ma, reminding the world that Papoose had been the symbol of loyalty for years and insisting no athlete could dismantle that image. But the center of the storm, the man whose name was on everyone's lips, remained eerily quiet. Papoose had not tweeted, had not gone live, had not even made a cryptic Instagram story. His silence screamed louder than any words could. To fans, his lack of denial felt suspicious. To critics, it felt like cowardice. And to Remy, it was a knife twisting deeper into her heart.